How do you do, friends of Ferelden? Thank you so much for making it to part 24 of Dragon Age Origins with a Therapist. Assisted by the fabulous Shale with all of her wonderful shiny rocks coming out of her back right now. I appreciate so much you taking the time out of your day or night to watch this video, and I appreciate you watching all the other videos leading up to it. If you've been leaving likes along the way, if you've been leaving comments, please know that I appreciate that immensely. However, I do want to take a second and tell you all what I don't appreciate. And it's people in the comments saying, "Hey, Dr. Mick, I know you said no back seating, but I just can't help myself." If you say, "I know you said no back seating," and then put the word "but" after that, just stop typing and delete your comment. I do not appreciate people posting spoilers and backseating in the comments, whether it's on YouTube or otherwise. Also, if you're watching this many years in the future and you tell me to do something in the video, I can't because of many years in the future and it's already happened. I'm sorry. I don't know. Most of y'all have been fantastic with that, but I have a pretty strict no backseating policy, and for some time, if you can't help your impulsivity around that, I'll start removing your comments. But I appreciate all of you so much, and I am glad that you watch these videos, and I encourage you to pop in the Discord and see what we're up to. You can also get stream announcements there. Come hang out with us on Twitch and be here for whatever game I'm playing presently. And let's have a lovely day today in Denarum. I'm sure nothing crazy and bad's going to happen. It never does. Okay, so we get to go check out the other areas. Let's do a little quick refresher on what we need to do here. Back alley justice, eliminate the criminals. Okay. We've got to find a quest to find a missing Ostagar veteran named Rexel. Okay. The Chanter's Board, you learn that Master Fazil of the Guild of Free Sailors was robbed by foreigners. Alright. Sergeant Kylon has asked you to clear out any rowdy mercenaries you find down at the brothel. There we go.
Message for you, my lord.
Good.
More things to deliver. Goodbye.
The Trial of the Crows? A delivery boy has given you a cryptic message saying that if you're interested in working with the Antivan Crows, that you should head to one of the back rooms of the Nod Noble Tavern. Ooh. Perhaps, oh, I would love to bring Zevran with me for that. It's not a very cryptic message. It told me exactly what to do. All right. All right. Let's go clear out the Riffraff to start before we go to the brothel. Damn, Denarum's huge. Kind of reminds me of Chicago with like a river going through it and then having the lake on the east side like that. Okay. Where be the Riffraff? We're gonna go to the Elven Alienage later. What up, gang leader? I love how they just attack on sight. Like, whatever happened to nuanced conversation? Whatever happened to diplomacy and giving each other the benefit of the doubt? Learning about context? No. You're here. You must be hostile. You know? I mean, what is this? 76 22 slurm? That's a year for those of you who are not acquainted with the Dragon Age year format. All right. Well. Give me your money, thugs. Which is really money of the people of Denarum. Eric, thank you very much for the 13 months, my man. I appreciate that. I hope you're doing well. Who's this? This lady just watched me slaughter all these people. Hello, Tanya.
Yes?
Oh, I have a letter for you from the Blackstone Irregulars.
All right. Let me take a look. What? This is terrible. My beloved.
I'm so sorry. She sprints off to her home like everybody else. It sucks, man. It sucks to learn of the demise of your spouse. Quaint hovel. Not possible to pick. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Door of a blood mage's relative.
Yes.
Okay. Splash a little blood on it. I want to know how to get into the quaint hovel. I wonder if it's going to be super awkward to see our dad again. Who knows, man? I don't know if he'll even be alive. If I'm being honest, I forgot my dad's here. I wonder if my betrothed has grown a skull yet. And then out of that skull, maybe she has grown some hair. You never call, you never write. I know. Well, I didn't think you'd comprehend it anyway without a brain in there. Let's see, another gang leader. What up, fellas? I'm just trying to chill.
The ones that killed Roz. Get him!
Come on. Dude, stairs are the hardest enemy in this game. See what I mean? See what I mean, chat? You see what you picking up what I'm putting down? At least unlike Skyrim, I can actually move people out of the way if I want to. What are all these people doing with Lyrium? Y'all ever wonder that? Like, all we hear about is how like Lyrium's dangerous and it's for mages and shit, and like you got these random ass people just like carrying it around. Because DrMick, it's a video game and you need inventory. Ooh, another hooded courier.
Our continued friendship is guaranteed.
Okay. Y'all are weird. Our continued friendship is guaranteed. Didn't know we were friends. Hasn't been enough self-disclosure. You have marked the front doors of all 4 families accused of being related to blood mages. Return to the collective for your reward. Alrighty. I guess the Ferelden war on drugs also failed. No, it's a shame. It's a real shame. Run down back street. All right. See, these are the kind of side quests where this game shows its age. Also, look how ridiculous of a route we took. Alistair, do you know how to read a fucking map, man? We could have been here 10 minutes ago. Okay.
You! We're about to send the boys to hunt you down. Boss says kill him.
Okay. I mean, I guess technically I would be the one that knows Denarum the best, wouldn't I? I'm literally from here. Okay. Good. Well, that was fun. We had fun here. I mean, this place, like, just littered with knuckleheads. Can't say I blame them, though. I get a sense that, like, Denarum is a place that just really is not kind to folks unless they're nobles. I mean, Denarum is essentially Orzammar for Sky Dwellers. So people turn to crime and all sorts of stuff as a means to get their needs met because the system is failing them. I'm not justifying the violence, but it certainly is an explanation. Sir Frieden's journal, a leather-bound journal that was found on the body of a dead Templar. Ooh, the last request. You found a partially burned journal on a dead Templar named Sir Frieden. In it, you learn that Frieden defied his superiors by helping an unnamed Templar investigate reports of blood mages in Denarum. His investigation led him to a deserted building in the back alleys of Denarum. Frieden's last entry indicates that he has been spotted, and he implores anyone reading this journal to deal with the blood mages hidden in the city. Oh, jeez. You hate to hear that. And now we see the violence inherent in the system. Help, help, I'm being repressed. I'm 37, I'm not old. Old woman, man. Hello, hooded courier.
With this, you seal your guild success.
What are you people? What are you people? They're so odd. I'm intrigued. Ooh, a dirty hovel. Let's get into the dirty hovel, huh? Huh? Feeling a little dirty hovel? I'm feeling a little dirty hovel. Oh, this hovel is so dirty. Shady Thug, what's up? I love how there's adjectives in front of these people. Nice to have the random positive affirmations, I guess. Yeah. Lazen the Deserter.
Yes?
Cool helmet, bro. Do you travel from Skyrim? I'm here on behalf of the Blackstone Irregulars.
Oh? What is this about?
You gotta go back to Skyrim. I'm here to bring you in for desertion.
I worried this might happen. I hoped it wouldn't be you who came for me. I have no choice. Forgive me, Warden, but I cannot go back with you.
Okay. You and every other deserter I've come across. Goodbye. Ugh. Proselytize elsewhere. Bet we can't just introduce the deserters to the widows. All right, well, this dirty hovel has been cleansed. Deserted building. This building appears to be conspicuously deserted within an otherwise well-populated district. Yo, let's go. All right, let's take the short way this time. There we go. Nice job, shit. No. Okay, good. Thank you. Nice, humble abode. With some dried meats. Nice flooring. Denarum has, I mean, this is maybe the nicest floor that we've ever seen. So we're in the lap of luxury right now. Some nice wooden chairs in front of the fireplace. Nice place. This is nice. Now, man, if I, oh, geez. It's so weird to me that this room is only this room. It's such a large studio apartment. And it's so interesting. There's so many books, and how odd that there's this empty bookshelf in front of some weird load-bearing wood. They did such a terrible job of hiding this, man. Oh, wow, guys. Guys, hey, guys. Guys, bring it in. Okay. You see that? You see that? I rolled a nat 20 on intelligence there, homies. That's a nat 20 right there. You owe me a beer, Alistair.
Trap right ahead.
Okay, we're gonna wait to disable that trap. What are y'all doing down here? Oh my god, guys. They found us. I can't believe they found us. Damn, Jim, I really thought the bookshelf was gonna get them. Oh, dude. It's an underground chess league. I heard chess was recently banned in Denarum. Aw. It's always more of a checkers man myself. Entry door key. Cool. Armor stand. Studded helmet. Not interested. Anything else cool in here? Literally not. Alright, well. You used a key. A lot of just junk on the floors here. In this barrel. Iron ring, not interested. Let's see what else we got. Oh, hey, what's up, homies? Hey. So these are all, this is interesting. So These are all mercenaries, but they're surrounded by blood mages, is my assumption. Because the whole reason we're here is for blood mages. Guys, watch out for this trap. Don't run into this trap. Damn, these guys are eating good. Damn. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Alistair, drink up, buddy. We gotta hit the mage here. Dead. Okay. Okay. Wow. This is where I would do a commercial for some sort of boxed food company that arrives to your home if they, you know, they called me up. Wow. Holy hell, man. Like, these guys really just... This is a nice place. Battle axe. Meh. Oh! A little double blood mage action. Got some Canary in here.
Is that all my blood?
Rock salve. Ooh. Ooh. We got some creepy vibes in here. I'm surprised there's not like more lore in this area. Whoa. That's creepy, man. How do you think your psychology would be impacted by the knowledge that you could be frozen or set on fire by a stranger at any point in time? Is that worse than a sword that you can see coming? Theoretically, yes, Crochet. So that's actually a really interesting question, because that's why the Templars exist, and that's why the mages are locked away in a tower. Is because people are terrified of them. Like, literally... people's fear that at any point somebody could unleash magic on them is part of why they so heavily oppress the mages. In some ways you could understand that, in other ways, like, not necessarily the right way to go about it, right? But the reason people are so afraid of blood mages is for that reason. So, like, it's a very real reality in this place. The idea that you could be attacked at any time. I mean, that reality, though, and not to be too bleak, but that reality exists in real life too. At any point, somebody could jump you. Like, it's kind of amazing how humans really do just live on the honor system. Like, we all just kind of assume that everybody's gonna not hurt us. And that's not always true. Like, at any point, somebody could pull a weapon on you and go at you. For a lot of people, they experience that as traumatic. But I mean, the reality is, like, literally at any point, anybody could attack anybody. Right? And that's what leads to some folks being agoraphobic, is because they very much attend to that reality. And if you do attend to that reality a lot, it can really make the world a lot scarier of a place. So a lot of people prefer to live in ignorance of that. And I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing, right? But we do. We live on the honor system in massive ways. And it's very similar in this place. Ooh, do we have some sort of puzzle here?
Behind you!
All right. I mean, hell, look at these guys. I mean, we are literally that for these people. We just walked into their place and just walked in with swords, right? In some ways, these guys are acting in self-defense. Like, we can come in here all righteous, talking about how we're just trying to find the blood mages and the illegal black market chess ring. But ultimately, like, for these people, we represent that fear that we were just talking about. Like, we're a group of people in a golem that just walked in and started decimating their forces. They weren't. It's not like they were sitting here saying, like, yeah, you know, guys, let's prepare for that today. All right, nice job, Liliana. She is remarkably useful. She is probably the most useful crewmate we have. Whoa, there's some cool shit in here. What is all of this? I wonder what that does if you, like, don't disable a trap. These guys just wanted to eat dinner and play chess, and they're all out of dinner and chess. Alright, what up? Oh no, we gotta kill doggies. Damn, these guys are strong. Wow. The hell? Yo. Do you have a favorite companion? I don't know. I mean, I like and dislike different things depending on the person. I would say that I really do enjoy talking to Shale. I think Shale has a lot to offer as a party member, and I very much enjoyed that character. But God, oh my God, come on! Holy shit, guys, let's go. We gotta take the mages out. Oh boy, there is so much going on in this place. A lot of emptiness though too. Right, so we've explored all the areas that we could explore. So we press forward. Oh, man. Okay. What the hell is that shit on the floor? I can tell you I'm not a huge fan of getting Palpatined. Oh, alright. Sorry, Liliana. How demoralizing would it be in a fight with somebody and then they just like whip out a potion? Did I just trip? They just whip out a potion and then just drink it and then they're immediately back to full health. Like what an alpha move.
All right, I'm game.
What is this shit on the floor? Like, what are you guys doing? Barrels of something. Incense of awareness. All right. She's healed up. Oh, do we got a crash coming on a save? No? Okay, good. Alright. Admittedly, I am kind of getting tired of fighting, so I would like to have some dialogue. I would like to know what this place has to offer. Magisters Shield. +6 defense, +4 spell resistance, +6 chance to avoid missile attacks. Holy shit, that's good shit. The Magisters Shield. On the very day that the final stone was set into place in the Grand Cathedral of Orlais, Archon Vespasian was assassinated. For 3 days, every Magister Lord of the Imperium lived behind a wall of armored guards. When his successor, Hadarius, was finally named Archon, the first enchanter of the Circle of Minrathous presented him with a gift, a silvery, unadorned chain made from pure lyrium. Enchantments had been worked into the links of the chain so that donning this necklace was like holding up a shield. Blows struck at the wearer, glanced harmlessly away. Unfortunately, Hadarius found that the shield did not protect him against poison nearly so well. Bummer, bro. So he must have died from poison. Yo, what's up, Widgie? Hello, friends. Widgie and friends of Widgie. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you for taking the time out of your night to maybe hang around with us for a little while. If you all don't know who I am Dr. Mick. I'm a licensed couple and family therapist. I have a PhD in human development, and this is Game Sessions with a Therapist, where we do Let's Play content that is spoiler-free and backseating free. And I use these games to illustrate psychological concepts, to talk about mental health, and destigmatize stuff, and make these conversations a little more approachable for folks. So we're playing Dragon Age Origins. We're on part 24. We are about 60-some hours into the game, and I use the game to talk about stuff that is otherwise kind of difficult to talk about. So welcome in. If y'all don't know Widgie, or Head Widgeon, for those of you that need to search the name, Widgie's a really good friend of the stream. She is a wonderful, wonderful human and a fantastic streamer, and you would do well to go follow her and hang out with her sometime because she's fantastic. Thank you very much for bringing people over here, Widgie. And Lone Wolf TV, thank you for gifting that sub to Ban. Appreciate that. We're just chilling, kind of looting this random ass place. Oh, we just got the autosave, so you know some shit's about to go down.
I know not how you have survived thus far. Is it luck or providence? No matter. You will not survive this!
Oh! Bet you I will. Blood Mage Leader. Bedroom key. Ooh. Baelish battery. I'm taking that ring just because I think the name's cool. There's your dialogue, yeah. What a guy. Would have loved to have known a little bit more about what this guy's doing down here. So maybe steal his potion stock here, huh? Thanks, Anonymous, for gifting that sub to Lone Wolf. I appreciate that. I will say as a reminder, because there's some new folks in here, do not backseat. Do not spoil stuff. Do not provide lore that we wouldn't otherwise have. This is a blind run. So everything that I'm doing is brand new. So sometimes there's a tendency for folks to want to give me more context or to want to tell me where to go or what to do or what the purpose of something is, because maybe you know more about the game world by virtue of having finished the game before or played through it multiple times. That kind of candor is not appreciated in chat or in the YouTube comments. So I'm pretty rigid about it because I've got good boundaries and I have expectations and I expect people to follow them. And so I just want to put that out there. This is not directed at any one person. It's just a reminder for folks, if you happen to be new here, that backseating in any form is not appreciated. And if you think it might be backseating, you should err on the side of caution. Let me guess. Where's the bedroom key? Where's the... I'd like to go into the bedroom. I wonder if it's this. I wonder if this is the bedroom key. And Liliana is just such a freaking baller that we didn't even need it. This is pretty good. I'm gonna wear this. I'm gonna give old Alistair the Warden's Oath. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm not even still holding it, so that must be what it was for. Oh wait, yeah, I am. Bedroom key, an ornate brass key. We've got a lot of brass keys. And we went into every room in this place, so all right. Well, that was fun. I'm gonna go to the market and then we're gonna go to the brothel. Let's go turn some of this stuff in. Go make some money. Alistair already had a Warden's Oath. Did he really? I just gave him a brand new one. I like that.
Magic exists to serve man and never to rule over.
All right, let's talk to this guy.
The client is very pleased. Come back soon.
Okay. You're welcome, big guy.
All men are the
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
to the highest kings. Those
Okay.
who bring
Cool. All right. All right, we got to go find the Blackstone Irregulars guy was in... He was in one of these bars. Wasn't he? He was like in... He was like in the Nod Noble Tavern or something like that, I think.
and cursed by the maker.
If I recall correctly. Right, because this is where all those drunk dudes were? Yeah.
The Irregulars thank you.
You're welcome. Blackstone Auxiliary Achievement. Cool. Alrighty. Deliver the notices of appreciation to 5 hooded couriers in Denarum in return of... Okay, so I still have to do a couple more of those. 4 letters of condolences. I still have to go to Calenhad and Redcliffe. So the couriers are just Blackstone Irregulars fodder. Cool. Alright, let's go hit up the brothel. Let's get rid of the riffraff. You should be able to practice sex work
Dwarven Crafts.
safely.
Find Dwarven Crafts, direct from Orzammar. You won't find better.
Man, you know, Orzammar, you know, when you can take the guy out of Orzammar, but you can't take the Orzammar out of the guy's environment, you know what I mean?
Welcome, welcome. We sell only the strongest dwarven steel, folded over 100 times in the forges of Orzammar. In times like this, surely your group could use some extra protection on the road.
I want info if you got any of that.
I'll answer what I can, but my policy is not to sell things that don't belong to me.
Okay, where's Dr. Evil hiding? Who are some important people in Denarum?
It's the capital of Ferelden, so naturally the Queen and Regent are at the top. But the man who seems to be running the city guard is the new Arl Rendon Howe. Came in from somewhere up north.
What's happening in the city?
The Landsmeet's the big news. Every dusty noble estate in Denarum is airing its sheets, waiting for the Lord to ride into town.
Sounds scintillating. Let me see what you got.
Every piece comes with a stamp of assurance from my wife's father, the best smith in Denarum.
Cool. Well, cheers to your wife and your wife's father. Chassin Great Mall, 151 gold. Holy hell. That's big bucks there. 151 sovereigns. Your prices, sir, are enough to knock a man to the floor. Dwarven large round shield, sword belt. Berserker, anger management, reaching a new level of slaughter. A tome of thorough analysis of the Berserker's combat style. I'll take that. Ooh, a little backpack action. Yes, sir. All right. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go to the brothel. Hey, the Litany of Andrala. Maybe I could use... Not great. Also, I would just like to point out that I'm realizing now that I could put a lot of these things on my little line here that I have not put on my line here. Each time the warrior fells an enemy, at the end of the battle seemed closer at hand. Characters master the use of shield for both offense and defense. Passive, passive. I mean, some of these are passive, but assault is good. Perfect striking activated. Death blow is passive. Okay, so a lot of these are passive, so I'm not as worried about it. But what is this? A relaxed position makes the warrior seem less threatening. I'm not really interested in that. In this mode, the character's shield becomes nearly a fortress, adding significant bonus to armor. See, that's good. We want that. Shield wall. Shield cover. Well, in this mode, the warrior shield provides greater chance of deflecting missile attacks. Do shield block. Alright, so maybe I'm not as much of a dum-dum as I thought. Okay. The brothel. To the Pearl. Oh, that's fun. Okay. Glass phylactery. A strange bit of glassware catches your eye. It is a small phylactery, very unlike anything usually found in the area. Oh, this is ominous. I wonder what this could be. The area is unnaturally cold. Dark shapes swirl around to slip a paper within the vial. Take the vial. The glass fractures at your touch. Oh, aura of weakness. It's a Revenant. Of course it is. Let's go, fam. Knock it out. These guys are so cool. Whoa, 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 whoa. He is messing these guys up. Wow. Pay attention to me, Revenant. Ooh, Liliana. Hell yeah. Dead coat of arms. Oh, that's cool. All right, nice job, team. It's kind of weird, right? Yeah, to think that this happens in the middle of the city. Like, that Revenant's just... What was that? Did you all just see that? I totally saw some sort of, like, ghosty thing. That was wild. Oh yeah. Where are my compadres? I want to see if I can see it again. It was wild. A lever.
I'm off.
What did that lever do? Pull the lever, Kronk. Gronk? I don't know. That's Kronk, isn't it? I always think Gronk because of Rob Gronkowski. You don't put a lever in the game for no reason. This is going to be the greatest puzzle of them all. That is gonna bother me. That is gonna bother me so much.
I'm off.
No, do not tell me what it's for. Do not tell me. That constitutes backseating. I will ask. I will always make it very clear if I actually want you all to backseat. Okay. Read the book. The Anderfells. The Anderfells are a land of shocking extremes. It is the most desolate place in all the world, for two blights have left great expanses of the steppes so completely devoid of life that corpses cannot even decay there. No insect or grub will ever reach them. It is a land filled with wonders, like the Murdain, with its gigantic white statue of Our Lady carved into its face, her hands outstretched and bearing an eternal flame, or Weishaupt Fortress, with its walls of living rock towering over the desolate plains below. The Anders, too, are a people of extremes, the most devout priests and the most deadly soldiers, the poorest nation in the world and the most feared. Alright, another hooded courier.
There was a time in Honleith when two filthy wretches rubbed together right beneath me. Unbearable.
People banging it out in the front lawn, huh? Nice. Is that it, Shale? You just needed to get that off. You just needed to get that off your chest? Okay. Everybody's just like, okay.
Tell your captain that our deal is now ironclad.
Rock on, man. Good shit. Love it. Okay. Oh, ye brothel keep. Oh, it's the bouncer. Okay. Chest in there. What's up, Jareth? All right. Hello there.
Kylon sent you, right? Glad he hasn't forgotten about us. The mercenaries are right there. If you'll hear about us, it's a use. Just speak up.
Someone needs to put you in your place.
Guys, is this really the place?
She's too good.
Be off with you now, and be glad I only took from you your gold. Fools.
Hell yeah, dude.
Ah, the Grey Warden. And I had heard that all the Ferelden Wardens were killed or exiled from this place. Oh, don't look so surprised. I've seen many of your kind in my journeys, and there is always something odd about you. Huh, strong hands. Could I entice you to leave your order and sign up as one of my crewmen? I could use those strong hands at my helm.
Is that right? I only sail in the finest of vessels. I'd be curious to know how you feel about cleansing and walking about the poop deck. Is thou open? Oh, I wanted to deadpan that. I wanted to deadpan that so bad. Well, I mean, I could play, like, I don't know anything about sailing. For anybody who may be, okay, for anybody who may be watching this, who maybe didn't pick up on that, because I would not expect that every single person watching this video would have picked up on that. That was an innuendo. That was a sexual reference. And when people speak in innuendo, that can sometimes be incredibly confusing. because you might get this weird feeling because the vibe of what was said does not match what was actually said. And if you're a person who hasn't really had any kind of representation for that kind of thing and isn't generally trying to read between the lines and match up that vibe with the verbiage, you very well might think she's actually talking about manning a ship. To which case you might say, I don't know anything about sailing. And there's a chance that she's going to look at you as if you're ridiculous if you say that. And that's actually not cool on her part. Like, if you're going to be forward, be forward. Sometimes people speak in innuendo because they're afraid to be direct about things that they might have interest in. And I realize when we're coming down to talking about like sexual advances, this gets very dicey because to an extent you could perhaps say that what she just did here was a form of harassment. Like, if it made me uncomfortable and she had lots of power here, which she kind of does because we watched her just beat the shit out of two guys, there's a real power dynamic there. If we flipped this and I said that to her or to somebody in my party, I am engaging potentially in harassment, similar to what we gave Ogren shit for 2 episodes ago. So I'm pointing this out because there are some folks, I mean, I'm thinking in particular folks who are on the autism spectrum or are autistic, whichever you prefer to use in terms of the verbiage, like who would not catch this. It would just go by no fault of their own. And there are folks that aren't autistic that would maybe not read this in the way that we just did. So it's a very interesting example of the difference between verbal communication and non-verbal, between the lines, inflection on how people say things to communicate something indirectly. It can create a lot of confusion, particularly when you don't have any rapport with a person, and we have no rapport with her. So, you know, as much as I kind of played along there, there's a very real illustration to be made here because she's coming on to us. And if you didn't know that, you can actually be in a real one-down position. It can be very awkward and strange. So, you know, it's funny. This is something that I think many people might say here. You know, I should be going. It was nice meeting you. Right? Your fighting skills are impressive. It's true. They are.
I assume you saw that little drama, and none of these poor brutes has ever proven a match for me. They are too clumsy and predictable. I fight with quickness and wit, rather than with brute force and strength. I call myself a duelist because I honed my skills in duels with warriors I encountered over the years.
Would you teach me how to do that?
An unusual request, coming from a fearsome slayer of darkspawn. I am flattered that you wish to learn from me, sweet thing. But I have watched you, and you seem to lack a particular grace that is required. You are accustomed to doing battle a certain way, yes? I can teach you some basics. Perhaps you can pass it on to someone who might be interested in what I have to offer. I do, however, wish to get to know my potential student better. So we shall call for a drink, and you will honor me with a game.
That is just as a total aside, it's a very cool way of BioWare building in a mechanic into the game to basically say, I can't help you because you're not the right class. I just think that's a really neat way for them to have that handled. Excellent. Excellent. It doesn't break immersion, yet it tells you something about the way that the game works. Good shit. What's the game?
Have you ever played Wicked Grace? It is easy to learn, but difficult to master. You must watch your opponent's moves as carefully as your own. Before we start, the cards must be shuffled. Shall I, or would you like to?
I'm going to control this engagement, and we'll shuffle the cards.
Good. Go ahead, then.
Shuffle the cards. No idea what I'm doing. This is going to be real interesting.
Are you done yet?
Yes, Jesus.
5 cards each to start with. and may the cleverest player win. Is it my turn again?
Dexterity. Try to catch Isabella's hand as she is drawing a card. Do I want to cheat? Or does that mean grab her hand? Like, I don't want to make a sexual advance on her, and this is very vague. Let's just continue playing.
And this card I shall play face down, I think.
Alright, screw it. You deceitful bitch! Oh man, coming in hot. She is cheating. I'm gonna play it cool. We're gonna play this cool. Cheating, I see.
You certainly have quick reflexes. I'm quite impressed. And as for me cheating, well, the game does not matter. I just wanted to see if you could outwit me. You have proven yourself quick and resourceful, and I would be honored to pass my skills on to you.
Teach me now.
Come, we will need some space for this.
Duelist. Cool.
I don't think there's anything else I can teach you. Perhaps tell those you meet where you learned what you know.
Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna go read this book now. Since you said you were quick and resourceful, if you would have lost if you just kept playing, I have no idea. Apparently that wasn't the point. Culture of Ferelden. The Fereldans are a puzzle. As a people, they are one bad day away from reverting to barbarism. They repelled invasions from Tevinter during the height of the Imperium with nothing but dogs and their own obstinate disposition. They are the coarse, willful, dirty, disorganized people who somehow gave rise to our prophet, ushered in an era of enlightenment, and toppled the greatest empire in history. There are few things you can assume safely in dealing with these people. First, they value loyalty above all things, beyond wealth, beyond power, beyond reason. Second, although they have nothing in their entire country which you are likely to think at all remarkable, they are extremely proud of their accomplishments. Third, if you insult their dogs, they are likely to declare war. And finally, the surest sign that you have underestimated the Fereldans is that you think you have come to understand them. Empress Celine I of Orlais, in a letter to her newly appointed ambassador to Denarum. Is this the Dragon Age version of the letter from St. Paul to the Corinthians? Yeah, it makes a little more sense. There's a lot of bias in there, I think.
Welcome to the Pearl. I'm Sanga, the proprietor. Have a seat, get comfortable, and tell me what you need. Every one of my people here is a skilled craftsman, and don't let anyone tell you different. You'll have to go one at a time, I'm afraid. Our rooms aren't quite big enough to share between so many. But we can discuss that in a moment. So what would you like me to show you? The men or the women? Or some of both, if you prefer.
It's not what I'm here for. Though I appreciate you working to satiate my indulgences. That's what a stupid phrase. I don't even know what that meant. Just trying to be classy. I'm not interested. Poster suggested I'd find a meeting of friends here. She scowls. Makes a subtle motion toward the back rooms as though not wanting to alert the people inside. You there.
Turn around and walk, stranger. This affair is for White Falcons only.
let's go in with some curiosity here before I go ham. Who or what are the White Falcons?
We're the toughest, meanest, and loudest mercenary band from the Free Marches. If you haven't heard of us yet, you will soon. Now get out.
If you have to say you're the best, and you gotta just get in everybody's face about it, you probably aren't the best. Game knows game, man. Let your actions do the talking. If you got all this bravado, I instantly think that you probably aren't shit, right? Like, if you guys were as amazing as you think you are, I probably would have heard of you by now. But I didn't hear about you until I met an exasperated guard in the market by happenstance. I mean, there is kind of a tidbit in there. Like, oftentimes when people are like insecure about something, or they're impatient with the fact that things need to develop, they will overcompensate with bravado in this way. And all you really do is make yourself look more incompetent and lame, as opposed to what you are trying to say that you are. Truly, if you work hard and you're disciplined enough, your actions and your acumen will speak much louder. You will build reputation because other people talk loudly about you as opposed to you doing it. Let other people brag. It's okay to be proud of your accomplishments, right? But getting all loud and boisterous and gregarious about it as a way to put up a front for people generally is not going to work the way that you think it will. Particularly with people who are skilled and understand the context you're in. Time to close shop, buddy, before there's trouble.
Get a load of this guard. You're telling us what to do?
Nobles want solid, reliable soldiers, not riffraff.
You have a point there. Man, let's clear out. Don't want to get on Logain's bad side, do we?
No, you wouldn't want that. Get out of here. Can leverage Logan. Again, that guy is a weenie. He doesn't actually have bravado. It's all false bravado. All you gotta do is just incur the name of Logain, or even imply it, as I did. And he's like, nah, man, all right, peace. I'm out. Yep, you're right. You're right. See you later. Call his bluff. Your daddy's gonna get you in trouble.
Welcome back. What can I get for you, honey?
Never mind.
Come again.
This is not a time for me to indulge.
Yes. What? Is it customary where you're from to give complete strangers questioning looks?
I'm from here. Who are you?
They call me Casimir. I'm first mate on Captain Isabella's ship. More than this, you do not need to know.
Now I'm confused. Does this mean that, like... Does this mean you're banging Isabella, or does this mean that she actually has a ship and you are the second in charge? Right? Like, I'm very confused now. Like, did he just, like, subtly humble brag? Like, yeah, man, me and Isabella, we're hooking up. I'm first mate. Isabella's the ship's captain?
You are surprised. Isabella is no ordinary woman. Isabella commands the crew on the Siren's call. She is a remarkable woman, and as you saw, quite formidable. She calls herself a duelist. But you cannot pay me enough to duel her. I'm not so stupid as those two.
What went on between them?
Did you not see? They wanted money back. Some of them never learn. If Isabella consents to play a game with you, it's an honor. You do not ask for compensation if you lose.
That's a very interesting line. Consent is bi-directional. Like, what if she consents to a game but you don't? I mean, I'm not trying to be, like, super nitpicky here. It's just, that's a very odd sentence. It's an honor if she consents to play a game with you. I didn't request that. She requested that. What can you tell me about her?
Isabella commands the crew on the Siren's Call. She is
okay, you already said that.
She calls herself a duelist. But
Duelist?
You should ask Isabella. I do not know how to explain.
Cool. Later. What's going on over here? Something tells me I might piss some people off if I unlock this door.
On my way.
Boy, we don't have to just like walk in on people getting it on. Griffins will rise again.
I'm off.
Bye, Dan.
Grey Warden supporter.
Not just a supporter, Payton.
Oh,
That's a Grey Warden. He's the one Arl Howe is looking for.
Our trap landed a Warden? You've got one chance to surrender.
Okay, so what's interesting about this is that in this kind of engagement, where we've got 3 people who just openly said that they were setting a trap, I am not particularly inclined to give them the benefit of the doubt and look for something deeper in what it is that they're doing. Like when he said you've got one chance to surrender, I don't know that I'm going to call that bluff. He also has to know I'm not going to surrender. Like, you really think I'm just going to be like, oh, whoops. Yeah, okay. Cuff me. That's not the kind of cuffs I was expecting to happen in this context. Like, so I don't know that they're being paid, so that's not necessarily the shot that I want to take here. Asking why they're doing this would be... There's merit to that, but I also run a massive risk of that guy being like, you don't get to ask questions and attacking. I can control the engagement by attacking, but I do run the risk in doing that of perpetuating the sense that the Grey Wardens are dangerous, right? Because I don't know the context around these people. I don't know if they're mercenaries. I don't know if they're friends of Loghain. I don't know anything about where these people are situated and what kind of harm I potentially do to myself by attacking them. Walk now and you live, fools, is... That fits the narrative of what they're expecting from me. I mean, at the end of the day, I know that I can hold my own in a fight. And that's actually a very important position of leverage to be in. I know that I can act in self-defense. I know that I have the brawn to do this. So with that in mind, I have to ask myself, like, okay, do I try to pay them off? That's kind of an admission of guilt. Do I say that Loghain framed the Grey Wardens? I don't know whether they're going to believe that. Side note, I don't like that BioWare puts the persuade in front of the option that you can use to persuade them. I actually think better gameplay design would be to just leave that as it is, and then if it happens to be the persuade check, then it happens to be the persuade check. I think a lot of times in game design like this, you bias people psychologically into making decisions that they seem like they will be the best by putting like hand holding like that in front of them. And I'm not a huge fan of that. Like, I would much rather the rolls on like dexterity and persuasion and stuff happen behind the scenes where you don't know whether it's going to work because you put certain stats or whatever into it. But that's a whole other thing. I would find games to be much more enjoyable if that wasn't the case. So I'm trying to ask myself, so not to belabor this too long, I'm trying to ask myself, like, okay, what do I do? Our trap landed a warden, you've got one chance to surrender. I don't know necessarily, I didn't out myself as being a warden. So what I would... what I would probably do if this was me, knowing that I have the power to beat these guys up, is I might try to throw them off by saying, like, you know, Loghain framed the wardens, right? Like, I might try to appeal to whatever doubt they may have in their convictions, because why are you doing this? I mean, all that's going to possibly do is just get them further cemented into the reason they're doing this in the first place. Like, answering that question doesn't actually add to anything because you just made a threat. So I might try to instill a little sense of doubt to see if they hesitate. And then if they do hesitate and it's still very clear they're going to attack, then I have opened myself up to attack. So the way that I would say this is, Loghain framed the Grey Wardens. You know that, right?
For what it's worth, I believe you. Not that I particularly care. We're not common guards, Warden. We're House Elite. Shavra, Tenant, and Jarvie, let's kill ourselves.
Yeah, so, right, he had his mind made up. Yeah, whatever. Alright. You're a dumbass. So what was kind of interesting about that engagement, by the way, is that he actually threw the Uno reverse card at me, because I said that to try to throw him off, and then him saying he believed me actually threw me off. He actually had an opportunity to jump down my throat there and catch me off guard by saying that, because that is not at all what I was expecting. It really, again, it speaks to the power of expectations and experience in moments of engagement like this. Because my expectation was I say that to him, and then he either kind of considers it or he just says, no, that's wrong, and then attacks me. But he said, I believe you. And that split second of scrambling my brain like that is enough for him to get an edge in combat. So I literally tried to do something to him, and he was prepared to throw it right back at me. And honestly, from like a battle standpoint and a interpersonal dynamic in that type of engagement, I'd really admire his ability to do that. Like that was a really good move. Payden's orders. This note from Arl Howe congratulates Payden's creative methods in capturing so many Grey Warden supporters. The Arl says the bounty per head will be increased to reflect Payden's stellar performance. Okay. Arl Howe has been indoctrinated by my man Loghain. Loghain's desperate, man. The Wardens are the ones who can speak to what he did. And he is probably worried that the Wardens would bank on the general goodwill of, like, that they've had as, like, really the only people that could instill doubt in what it is that he's created. So, as we talked about very early on in the playthrough, Loghain did a really wonderful job strategy-wise here by getting out in front of this and really heading off at the pass the leverage that the Grey Wardens have in instilling doubt in the general populace. He's really good at messing with people and using his power for his own gain. Love letter. My love, I long to dance with you. I long to dance you beneath the moonlight, our hearts beating like the paired wings of a dove, in concert with the glory of the Maker and the beauty of the world that we must shepherd in his absence. Join me in a purity that will last the ages, when the brothers mark the chant of light anew. With all my soul, Eric Denolven. Scribbled below in a delicate hand, Otter's pocket, he's earned it tonight. Ho 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 ho. It's a good joke, Camsey. I don't know, I hope I said that right. It's a good joke. It's good. Alright. What's up, brother? Don't mind me while I just rob you. Fancy vase. Get out of here. We did our job.
I was hoping I'd find you. I heard about the Pearl. I don't know how, but you got them to leave with no fuss at all. The Pearl's workers will...
Nobody gives orders to my men but me. A little lesson in respect is in order.
I see. Don't bother sparing these louts. Things are about to get messy.
Whoa! 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 Battle of Denarum is commencing. So what, just straight up didn't matter? I got these guys to peacefully leave. Happened to diplomacy, man. Okay.
And people actually voluntarily attack you. Are they just stupid? Here's the payment I promised. I might have more work if you're interested. But I'm heading back to the market district. The back alleys are just too dangerous for me.
Yeah, dude, people do voluntarily attack me. Pretty wild, isn't it? New codex. Edo. Long ago, a soldier from Gweren was returning home after 20 years at war. He'd sold his sword for passage to Denarum and had to make his way through the Brazilian forest with nothing to his name but a single crust of bread. On his way, he met an old blind woodcutter sitting on a tree stump. "Here is someone worse off than myself," said the soldier, and he gave the old man his last scrap of bread. The old man blessed him and gave the soldier his axe in return. The soldier went on his way, and soon night fell. He made his bed in a tree branch and held the woodcutter's axe at his side to ward against beasts and bandits. When the moon was high, he was awakened by the sound of weeping. "Show yourself!" he shouted, for try as he might, the soldier could find no one nearby. "Help me," spoke the tree in which he'd been sleeping. "A mage transformed me into this shape, and I will never be set free. If you had any pity in you, you would cut me down so that my spirit could go to the Maker." So the soldier took up his axe and struck the tree. The cuts bled like wounds, and soon hot blood covered the axe and burned the soldier's hands. But he held tightly to the axe and felled the tree. The tree shattered when it hit the ground, and from the splinters rose a demon who bowed to the soldier and vanished into the fade. The soldier was chilled to the bone and could not sleep. In the morning he found that axe still burned like the blood of the Sylvan, but despite its heat, he could not get warm again. They say he ended his days in Gweren, cutting wood for his 7 fireplaces, shivering and cursing the spirits. Whoa, that's a cool story. That's cool. Pretty wild that, poor guy. Just trying to help. 7 fireplaces and can never get warm. That would be awful, man. To just perpetually be cold. Oh. Oh, man. I would hate that so much. Oh.
Good to see you back.
Need any more help?
I've got complaints in the Nord Noble Tavern that some mercenaries have invaded. Nothing violent has happened. The sellswords are probably just disturbing the nobles' rarefied conversation. Just drum the louts out of there. The barkeep doesn't mind some blood. Or sport, as she called it. Captain said Denarum won't miss a few dead mercenaries. Do what you will, and good luck.
All right. Well, as I make my way over there, I just want to say how much I appreciate all of you being here. If you're here on Twitch with me right now, whether you're lurking or chatting, or if you're watching the VOD, thank you so much for taking time out of your day or night to hang out with me and to chat with me and to interact with each other. I love doing this. I love doing this live and having folks with me, so thank you for the support. If you are watching this on YouTube, thank you as well for supporting the VODs and supporting that aspect of my content creation. I appreciate it immensely. Whether you're here on Twitch or on YouTube, I encourage you to definitely check out the other links, whether it's Discord, Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok. I also encourage you to check out the merch store. There's a lot of cool stuff in there. And if you listen to my music on Spotify or iTunes or anything like that, thank you very much. At the time of this VOD, we are getting really close to 100,000 streams of music, and that's really, really cool. So however it is that you support the channel, whether financially or just by being here, I appreciate you, and I'm glad you're here, and I thank you very much. All right, Nod Noble Tavern. Here we go.
What are you looking at? We're the Crimson Oars.
I'm just going to be direct. I'm going to have to ask you to leave, man. Get out of here.
We are veterans of many battles. What are you to us?
Hundreds have died in my wake. You're just a number to me. I'm going to go with this because I think that bravado against bravado, when I know I can back it up, and maybe he can, maybe he can't, there's a chance that if he sees somebody who is totally unintimidated by him and is willing to come back and say, yeah, I've killed a lot of people, dude. You don't want to mess with me. If there is any kind of compensation that he's doing right now, or any kind of fear about who he is, there's a chance that this is going to work. You're just a number to me, brother.
We were just leaving. Yes, oars, we go to the docks.
All right. Thank you. Master Ignacio.
Maker's blessings upon you, Warden.
Immediately leaves. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all.
You hear about a note? Maybe we have some things we can talk about. You are of great interest to me.
Oh, this is the Antivan Crow. Oh, shit. You're an Antivan Crow.
That's a very direct question. On the whole, I don't like direct questions. For the sake of this discussion, let's say I am.
Okay, so give me one reason why I shouldn't kill you, because you've been sending people after me, big guy.
Curiosity. Perhaps some intelligence. Who do you blame for a death? The sword or the swordsman? Crows are swords, instruments used by someone else for their own reasons. So, one of our swords is hired out. He and his employees will do their job or die trying, but the crows as a whole have no bias.
Fascinating, man. The narratives that people construct to justify their actions, whether juxtaposed against a morality structure in the system they're embedded in or not, are fascinating. Because there's really one or two things going on here. Either this guy truly believes what he is saying. He truly believes that they are simply tools of other folks and are thus not accountable. Or he knows that this is bullshit juxtaposed against that morality structure, and he has cultivated this narrative as a way to override the dissonance he might experience. And at the end of the day, knows that this is bullshit, but subscribes to it because it's a way to get other people to follow along with what it is that they do, and the money is probably very good. The first one's a lot scarier because there's not a lot you can do to poke holes in it. The second one is probably very well defended. What I am very surprised about is that this guy has the confidence to stand in front of me knowing the relationship he has to me, knowing how strong I am, and yet he's willing to own up to this and take accountability. I'm fascinated by his bravado here, and am, as a result, interested in whatever information he might have, knowing that if this goes south, I can take care of it. Narratives, man, are so important. You get enough people to follow a certain narrative, they will go to the ends of the earth for you. I'm listening.
Ferelden is a busy place. Blight, civil war, other mayhem. Lots of people not getting along. Sometimes they really don't get along. Maybe want to do something about it. The people that handle that sort of thing can get real busy.
Get to the point. Go on.
It takes time to do a good job. Pride in your work and all. But customers have expectations. Not many people to turn to if you're short-staffed in some lines of work. So, someone that's crossed our path and lived, well, maybe they could help out. Make some coin. Everyone wins.
Oh, man. And this is exactly why you let people talk. Because his ass totally just outed that he has absolutely no understanding of who he's talking to right now. He thinks I'm motivated by money. I'm sitting on 161 sovereigns, baby. Now I will tell you, you've got some stones. Being willing to ask me to help you after you tried to assassinate me as if you're doing some sort of favor. But no. I'm not interested in working for you. In being a high... I got bigger fish to fry. So I got so much more information here from this guy by letting him talk than I would have otherwise gotten if I immediately interjected and made judgments about what's going on. And to answer your question, Sheik, if I did not trust my ability to fight, yes, I would be much more apprehensive in talking to this guy and letting him go. Yes, although I also wouldn't have the ability to attack him out of nowhere because I wouldn't be confident in my abilities. So this would be an engagement where he has a lot more power. There's a lot to be said for being able to enter engagements when you know you have the power. But sometimes that power needs to be in the form of allowing other people to out themselves rather than immediately just going ham on them. And this is one of those circumstances where now I know exactly where he's at. Had he said to me, because here's the fascinating part, right? Had he said to me, you know what? Look, right now we're spending all of our rank and file on bullshit errands. we're doing shit for people that, like, it's all a bunch of nobility bullshit. And honestly, we'd like to have some higher purpose or something like that. If he was like, so if you could figure out a way to get us some resources, or if you've got some money, or if you've got some influence, the Antivan Crows would be willing to follow you and work for you against the Blight. Now I'm listening. Right? Now I'm listening. How can I work for you? As opposed to what can you do for me? He's honestly an idiot. Thinking that I could survive his assassins and then he could somehow make an ask of me to serve his will. You gotta be off your rocker. Which tells me that he's deeply entrenched in his narrative as being the ultimate truth. As opposed to him thinking that it's bullshit and he's just creating veneer. He didn't do that. He instead says, hey, you know, you make some coin. Do some bullshit with us. Not interested in that. You are tragically mistaken if you think I'm an assassin, big guy.
I see. Then we are wasting time. No offense meant. Talk to Caesar back at our stall if you want to buy something. No hard feelings, right?
Now, I am sure there are probably some people who are watching this and are wondering, why didn't you kill him? And I did think about it. The problem is, I don't know enough about the Antivan Crow structure to know just how much of a kingpin that guy is. And if I make the mistake of killing him in cold blood right there and pissing off the crows such that I have to fend off even more of them going forward, that is not something that I'm willing to make. If I spare him and he's the guy with the knowledge that I have survived an assault from the crows, perhaps he wards off some of the other people, says, yo, don't go after this guy. Don't go after this guy. He survived one of us. He didn't kill me. He said no to being an assassin, but leave him alone. That allows me to move my energy in a direction that it needs to go in. If I kill him, it creates too much of a mess. Because people would be pretty likely to know that it was me that killed him. So, not really interested in rocking that boat. So if you're curious about why I didn't kill him, that's why. Too many unknowns on that. Alright. Let's go talk to this guy. Tell him about the mess we cleaned up.
Edwina sends her thanks for getting rid of the Crimson Oars. Mind you, she's disappointed there was no fighting. Here's payment. You've helped out a great deal.
Thank you. You are most welcome, good sir. Okay, so I am gonna probably need to go to the I'm gonna have to find the urn because I don't know that I have much left to do here. What's up, Happy Duty? Also anonymous, I see you in here. Hello. It's good to have you all here. Alright. Because I can't go to any of those places. Civil War, Village of Haven, Redcliffe Village. Not even marked on most maps. Right, okay, so we're gonna try Civil War. What is Civil War? I am intrigued. Let's go here. See what happens. Yo, General Andrews, what's up? Dream bread writ. Nice. Nice. Love that. Hello, friends. It is wonderful to have you here. Just want to take a second and say thank you, General Andrews. General Andrews is a good friend, both of the stream and in real life. Those of you that don't know General Andrews, I highly encourage you to check him out. Speedrunner extraordinaire, champion of the Dreamers. Those of you coming along with General Andrews, if you don't know who I am DrMick. I'm a licensed couple and family therapist. I have a PhD in human development. And this is Game Sessions with a Therapist, where we are doing Let's Play content. And we use games to illustrate psychological concepts, to talk about mental health and relationships in a very tangible and approachable way. If you are new here, I definitely encourage you to... Well, you should know that this is a spoiler-free and backseat-free run. So please do not put any spoilers or do any backseating if you're a fan of Dragon Age. If you have never seen Dragon Age before, it's a great game. We're on part 24. We're about 60-some hours in. And I'm really glad, regardless, to have you here. I hope you stay around for a little while. We have a good time here. Lots of good mental health resources in my Discord and a lot of great conversations. If you've never listened to General Andrews Flippity Flam on Two Players in a Podcast, I've been a guest on that podcast. To answer your DM, General, yes, I would be happy to join again. Sorry I didn't respond to it yet. All right. But thanks for being here, friends. Appreciate y'all. Rage. We got a rage demon. Feldspar ring.
Yes.
Reynolds' journal, a master mage's journal. The last part outlines the failed pursuit of his misguided apprentice. Reynolds' plea. Should you find this note, I beg you, please complete my task. I am Reynolds, master mage and mentor to the misguided fool Hashir. Seems that my young apprentice got mixed up in the magic unmentionable, for which I pledged to pursue him to the ends of the world. If you're reading this, then my apprentice caught up to me and choked from me my last breath. I beg you to delve into this ancient elven forest and end the threat of the abomination my beloved apprentice has become. Should you do this, then I beg you, keep the feldspar ring you find on my apprentice's finger as a token of my thanks. And may you never know profound failure such as that I feel as I write in this, Reynolds. No, man, his apprentice was right here. Poor guy. Gather your party and venture forth. Yeah, let's go.
Get your horses off Ben Talman's land. We won't bend needle again.
Loghain is the regent. He demands your...
We're not Orlesian lick spittles. We owe no man our allegiance. Leave!
Take their lands by force, men. Regent's orders.
Die!
Well, I'm not a big fan of Loghain, so we'll go ahead and attack. On the cavalry, bitch. All right. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, tell Loghain. No, don't mention me to Loghain, guys. Don't. Just please don't. That's it. It's the whole 9 yards. It's the whole shebang. Loghain soldier. Studio is all sorts of hot. Dr. Mick, I will be back in a bit after it has cooled down. Understood, man. Manor Knight.
We showed those Loghain upstarts.
Yeah, we sure did. Those upstarts. All right, knock that out. Easy peasy. Let's go to the Lake Calenhad docks and deliver that note that we need to deliver. Oh, Dos Postman, what's up, man? Posty, I appreciate you hanging out, buddy. Good to see you. Oh, good. Nice. Fun. So much fighting. Killing shit. Woo. Bloody corpse. Jeez, man. This just... Oh. This whole Ferelden's just such a bummer, man.
Yes.
Lord.
Make her give us strength.
Come on. How much of it is the blight and how much of it is it just being Ferelden? Hard to know. For now, I'll say yes. What is this? Landmark boat. A distinctive landmark, but otherwise unremarkable at this time. I really wish I didn't get DMCA'd for the music in this game because I would love to have it be louder. Innkeeper, what's up, buddy?
Welcome back to the Spoiled Princess. How may I serve you today?
Oh, whoa, wait a minute. Okay, hold on. I was just looking around.
Of course. If there's anything I can get you, just let me know.
All right, we'll deal with that in a second.
Yes?
I have a letter from the Blackstone Irregulars.
All right. Let me take a look. What? This is terrible. My beloved.
Now you're gonna run away? See ya. Okay. Y'all are so predictable. Okay. We found Reynolds' body along with the abomination that killed him. Reynolds' journal tells the tale of his last days. Return to the collective for your word. Oh, okay, cool. So that was that. You've disrupted Logain's forces and no doubt hampered his plans. Return to the Chancery Board to mention his tragic loss. Village of Haven in the mountains to the west might have some clues as to the location of the urn. Brother Genetivi must have gone to Haven to continue his research. Alright, let's talk to this guy and see if there's anything going on around here. Now this is going to be really interesting because when that guy that we saw in Denarum mentioned Brother Genetivi, he got, you know, he like attacked us. So I don't know how dangerous this is to start asking around about Genetivi.
Welcome back to the Spoiled Princess. How may I serve you today?
So we're gonna start with just have you seen any suspicious activity, and then we'll move our way into mentioning Genitivi if we can. And just you noticed any suspicious activity around your inn?
Of course not. Why do you ask?
Of course, of course not. Now, it's an important juncture. It's an important juncture, friends. Because you know, I'm sure there's people watching this right now that are like, this dude is bad. Because of what happened in Denarum. That may be the case, and we're going to be on alert. But something we don't know is we don't know who this guy works for, and we don't know why he was scared. We know that his voice inflection showed that there is something going on, but we don't know who he's afraid of or who he's covering this up for on behalf of. It could be Waylon. Maybe Waylon's some evil-ass dude, and this guy's afraid that Waylon's going to attack him if he lets on that something's up, right? Like, we don't know if it's Genitivi. We don't know anything. So we do not want to make an immediate assumption of hostility. We can consider it as an option, but we are not immediately going to decide that this guy is bad, even though we had a bad experience in Denarum. This is an unrelated guy. Maybe he's related. Maybe he had people come around and asked if there was trouble, and he said yes, and he got lashed for it. We have no idea what the context is for why he had that little hiccup and why he let on that something's up. So we're going to tread carefully here. You seen any knights from Redcliffe?
No, I haven't seen any knights.
Okay. You seem nervous. You point that out. It's a very direct piece of empathy that is going to give us a lot of information on how he responds. If he can own it and say, I am nervous because you're asking me a lot of questions and I don't know who you are, that might be a good deflection, right? But if he's like, no, I'm not nervous. We're getting info, right? So we're reading the feedback, but you just want to be very casual here. Like, you seem nervous. And you don't even have to make it sound like you seem nervous. You don't do it that way. You just name it. There's a lot of power and empathy in showing that you are able to see a person's experience. It can be very disarming, and it also can give you a lot of information depending on how people respond. So just, yeah, you seem nervous right now.
Why would I be nervous? Listen, the person you're looking for isn't here. You should be on your way as soon as possible.
You in some kind of trouble, dude?
They're watching me. I can't speak openly. Don't look around and keep your voice down. They're looking for anyone asking for this brother Genitivi. They told me to act like nothing's wrong and just deny ever having seen the brother or the knights.
Okay, so we can't waste time here. The longer we talk, the more suspicious we are. So I have to be very choosy about what information I want from him right now. Because if this is real life and I don't see three options in front of me, the immediate thing I'm thinking is I got to go for the most important thing before we pull out of this engagement, because he's not going to stay in it very long. Okay, so who are these people watching you? Maybe kind of important. So you have seen them then. I can think that's implied, right? Is there anything I can do to help you? I'm going to ask if there's anything I can do to help him, because I might get a ton of information in that. Who are these people watching you? If he may not know, he also may put himself in huge risk naming who it is, and he may, there's a lot of unknowns there, right? So is there anything I can do to help you?
What can you do? I do what they want because they'll hurt my family. I have no choice. You should be on your guard and leave quickly. I don't know what happened to the knights, but I doubt it was anything good.
Thank you. I'll be careful.
Goodbye, and make her turn his gaze on you.
That sucks for him, right? I mean, his answer there was essentially, no, there's nothing you can do to help me right now other than, take these guys out. And this Brother Genitivi guy. Shady patron.
What are you looking at? Can a man drink in peace?
Leave me alone.
Okay.
All right.
The hell? Oh, cultist leader. Well. Who the hell? Ceremonial armor. Kind of cool. Take it just for funsies. Hey, thanks for the help, man.
Isn't that the point? We could all be figments of someone else's imagination. Hey, exactly. You, I, everything. All a dream. But whose dream? And for whose amusement? Some being of cosmic power. Sublime, enlightened beings. Cosmic power? What, you're serious? They thought of all this grit, all the war. They bloody thought of boils. I got a boil the size of your nose on my big toe, and some beings are enjoying this. Disturbed, sick bastards, if you ask me. Ahem. I still maintain they're more enlightened than that. If I ever come across one of them, I'll give them a what for.
It's a beautiful way to break the fourth wall. I love that.
The client is very pleased. Come back soon.
And I was amused. I want to know what this boat is, man.
Make her rest the souls of all, Templar and Mage, who gave their lives defending the Circle. May they find peace at last. Make her rest the souls of all, Templar and Mage, who gave their lives defending the Circle.
I'm kind of curious.
Welcome back, youngster. Looking to go across to the tower?
Got your boat back?
Gregor came by, said I could have Lissy back. He seemed sad and tired.
I'd like to go to the tower.
Off we
Let's
go,
just
then.
go see if what's up. Let's go see what's up at the tower. See if there's any updates. I'm gonna show my face in the place that I just completely cleaned out, which is a little bit risky, but let's see what we got. See if Dagna made it, right? Yeah, like we'll see if she made it. That's a good point.
There is so much to be done here. It will be a long and arduous process. But thanks to you, the worst is past.
You're gonna need to leave for the battlefront as soon as possible.
I have work here, but we will head to the battle before long. Trust me, I will not let you down.
Thank you. Seems that things are finally moving forward.
It is nice to be able to plan for the future. I shan't keep you then. Farewell.
I am not going to go through the entire... Okay. Yeah, all the dead bodies are still laying here. Good lord. Yeah, alright. We're not going to go through the entire Mage's Tower. I was just curious to see. It does not look like Dagna made it, which is kind of a bummer. I'd have thought she'd be standing somewhere over here if she did. Alright. To Haven we go. The village of Haven. Gonna be very interesting to see what we find here in part 25. YouTube, thank you so much as always for taking the time to watch these videos. If you made it to the end, make sure that you give it a like, leave a comment if you feel so inclined. Follow the links in the description. Thank you very much for your support. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not already. If you made it this far, you should be. And I will very much look forward to catching you in part 25. We are rocking and rolling. It'd be interesting to see if this ends up being the longest playthrough or longest Let's Play. Find out. Some of you already know because maybe you're binging the entire series years down the line. Regardless, I appreciate you immensely. I'll catch you in the next one.